American High School. I encourage y'all to come out and watch us, the territorial and school league champions, challenge these other teams in this tournament this weekend, Friday through Sunday. It's going to be a good tournament with good competition. Teams from St. Croix, teams from St. Thomas, teams from BVI, including come out, watch our boys, the defending champions. The tournament going to be really nice.
My name is Christophe Bernard, one of the student athletes at Ivana Eudora Ken, plays on the D-Rays team. I'm the shooting guard. I want you guys to come out and support, especially the D-Rays family. As the defending champs of the Ivana Eudora Ken, we come out here to take it and win it. Come out and support us, D-Rays strong!
And that's Friday through Sunday, the D-Rays, all the alumni, all the future students of Ivana Eudora Ken, come out and watch us play. You know, we went a little short last tournament, but we're coming through. We've been working hard.
Lauren, you better wake up. I need a chance today to take it non-stop. I can't stay in New York City. We're doing this band, jamming in my country. Down in Zanzibar we be jamming with this big band, and they would be jamming. Everyone happy partying, and I'm freezing in Brooklyn.
Virgin Islands, you've laughed, you've cheered, and you've survived the hilarity of episodes 1 and 2 of the Chatterbox VI Comedy Series Season 2. But hold on to your seats, because episode 3 is about to blow your mind. That's right, the one and only Lil Duval is bringing his unstoppable comedy fire to the stage. You've seen him in movie, you've heard him in hit tracks. Now he's live in the Virgin Islands.
I hate dating. Where all the single women at? Y'all ain't happy. Single, happy now, get home, be all on Twitter putting up lonely tweets. God gonna find the right man for me, sing.
And Lil Duval is not coming alone. He's bringing all his friends. Get your tickets right now before they're all gone. Visit chatterboxvi.com. Get your tickets on St. Croix from DPM&S, Strictly the Best, Starlight Promotion, and Armstrong Ice Cream on St. Thomas. At Anoush 242 Gallery, Soul to Soul, Strictly the Best, Perfume World, Tropical Bliss Spa, and Big Wayne.
We Grow Food Inc. 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agricultural and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025. Saturday, January 18th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, January 19th from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. This year's theme:
Revive Agriculture 2025. Farmer of the Year, Crowy Whaler Francis.
Locally grown fruits and vegetables, vegan food and local drinks, agricultural demonstrations, youth family activity center, arts and craft vendors, homegrown entertainment.
Keynote speaker, Kashawn Myers, Executive Director of Habesha Inc. out of Ghana, West Africa, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Admission, adults $5, youth $3. It's the 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agriculture and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025.
Sponsored by Southern SARE, the VI Department of Tourism, VIA, and AARP.
Well, good morning and welcome to AllAhWeTV. This is the Rise Up Morning Show, or day number 2, and it is your start of your MLK weekend. Today's Friday, January 17th. For some, it's going to be a 3 or 4 day weekend. For others, we're going to be walking through the entire weekend. But regardless, let's not be a party pooper, and we can still align with them who have a holiday just when we are for walk. That's all, man. So it's a beautiful weekend. It's a great time. You know, we're here in America's paradise, nature's secret, the BVI, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and this is God Eden. This is God's Eden here on earth. I hope you had a beautiful night last night. See, I'm still in my jacket because, hey, it's chilly outside. Yesterday was the UVI jacket. Today's Apollo Legion. Big up to Pojo. So, leading the news, we got to say a big up to, I'm going to give you the news. For those who didn't tune in yesterday, Rise Up Morning Show is a show where we're going to share the news, share to you the events, what's happening in the community, as well as we're going to highlight things. We're going to have some interviews, not this week because this was just launching week, but in weeks to come. This week we started 7:30 to 8:30, but our goal is to be on 6:30 to 7:30 to catch those who, who waking up and gotta get on the road and do the, the commute. the commute to the office. For those who are home or even in your car, you have it online, you could just turn up the volume because you might get to watch the entire thing. A lot of things popping this weekend here in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas specifically. You got, as you saw, you got the basketball tournament, the MLK basketball tournament. We're encouraging everybody to come out. That's brought to you by IAA and McDonald's. You're going to see that ad throughout the show. The students, athletes that were featured in the ad, just so much love to them. Big up the coaches, big up everybody. That's massive thing happening at the UVI Sports and Fitness Center, renamed the Eldridge Blake Sports and Fitness Center. And you got a Bodo Rastafari Agriculture and Cultural Arts Food Fair. 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, down in Bodo. Come and get your vegan food. You get your produce, your plants. You come and just have a natural Irie vibes, man. Come down and chill out and enjoy yourself. If you look at oils, they'll have the gentleman there with the sandals and the leather goods. The brother there with the plaques that he make and engrave. You can come and check it out right down there in Bodo. So we want to say good morning to everyone that's logged on. Hope you had a fabulous week. You know, of course, in a week you have ups and downs, but we made it through the weekend and we thank God for it. Leading the news and announcement yesterday, a big announcement came out. We had our very own Chef Benji, Chef David Benji. He's of Blue 11 and Indigo 4. If you haven't been there, you got to check it out. Man, he was recognized, not a small way, a very big way. He is, he's named the Caribbean Chef of the Year, setting the standard for modern Caribbean cuisine 2025 from the Caribbean Travel Awards, top 50 Caribbean restaurants. And we really got to give credits to the Bluebirds Facebook page for launching that announcement. They busted, and it was, man, it's an excellent recognition to this gentleman. Again, being named Caribbean Chef of the Year, setting the standard for modern Caribbean cuisine by the 2025 Caribbean Travel Awards and the top 50 Caribbean restaurants. So when you go through it, to see his picture included among other restaurants throughout the region, that's a massive big up. And he is such an awesome gentleman. So you just gotta say big up to him. And if you haven't been to his restaurants, trust me, you wanna go. So I've been to Blue 11 and Indigo 4 catered a party that we worked for during the holiday season. But Blue 11 is an experience. I love the open air kitchen. I've been there twice actually. And then you got the bar area in the back, but it's an entirely tasting menu. Is in Miss on this place is professional. The service is at top standards. So you get to go from appetizer, hors d'oeuvres, soups, and every dish that is brought out, the staff explains it to you. It is a wonderful experience. Now, Indigo 4, that place is beautiful. Right there in the water, you could dine inside, outside, extensive wine collection. It is entirely great, and the food is delicious. His team and himself, they did the catering for a party, and my son, I'm going to pop his picture one more time because he deserves all the accolades. I want to say big up to him. I think he's a year older than me. Oh, he was in a class above me coming out of the Charlotte Amali High School. Never know he went in the culinary industry, but my brother is on the scene and in a large way. So shout out to him. His picture is shared multiple times on social media, and he deserves all the accolades that he's receiving. So what else is popping? From the BVI, we're going to be combining sources from 284 Media and from JTV. They have they have some breaking news in which 12 BVI police officers are indication amid corruption allegation, some arrested and some charged. So they're doing they have some stuff going on over there, and our partners at 284 Media and JTV keeping it, they staying up to date on it. We're going to run some clips on that. You're going to hear more on this story. Senator Ray Fonseca is urging Governor Albert Bryan Jr. to declare a hospital state of emergency to address the mounting challenges in the territory's healthcare facilities. Now, that's not limited to just one island, one district. He's saying both districts have a state of emergency in the healthcare facilities and need a plan of action, immediate action. So we're going to get more in the story on that. Now, overnight, around 11 p.m. into 12 o'clock, it had this accident on Megan's Bay Road. In the picture, you could see an overturned vehicle. You can see an emergency representative. It looked like that's assisting someone through. It looks like a sunroof. The picture came into News VI. We didn't have much information on it, but we know the emergency reps were on the scene, and hopefully no one was injured, no one was hurt. What we want to say is, listen, late night driving, you got to be careful. If you're drinking, don't drive. You're driving, don't drink. We have to promote designated drivers here in our territory. It doesn't make you weak. You don't got to think of it as a less macho thing. If you're drinking and you don't feel you can't handle it, just ask someone to call you a taxi or be a friend and drive your friend home. You don't want to be, we don't know what the situation was and we don't want to speculate. Of course, we're just mentioning some topics that can lead to any accident. Another thing that you don't think of is that sleepy driving can be compared to as drunk driving. So if you're sleepy, don't go behind the wheel. Just don't go behind the wheel. Listen, just, man, ask a friend again to drive you home, because those roads, especially when you're driving St. Croix on those long roads, you do not want to be in that situation. We hope everyone, the occupants and the driver of the vehicle, were safe. And we got to give shout outs and credit to the St. Thomas Rescue, as well as the Virgin Islands Fire EMS services, because they be responding to these scenes and these accidents. Listen, over the last few weeks, you had a truck that went over Megan's Bay, or was it Drake's Seat? They respond to incidents, and of course, lost my friend's life. Mr. Pickering, Shana, your father, rest in peace and condolences to the entire family. But to our first responders, they are our friends, they are our family, and they put themselves on the line and they jump out there. Some of them go over cliffs, they go and they try to save lives, or at least get the person home to their friends and family. So shout out to them, especially St. Thomas Rescue, because that's an entirely volunteer organization. And they just come out, they get their radios, and if you see them mobilized, right, St. Thomas Rescue, they move on the spot, my son, one time. So thank you to them. And they do a number of donations throughout the year. So please go ahead and support them whenever you see St. Thomas Rescue doing something. Celebrating a milestone, the Randolph Harley Power Plant, that's WAPA Power Plant in St. Thomas, today has a ribbon cutting ceremony for the Wartzilla generators. Today at 10 a.m. it's going live. They have a ribbon cutting at the Randolph Harley Power Plant. We're going to be there, God's willing. Other members of the media are going to be there, as well as it should be live streamed. So we know WAPA is a sensitive topic to everyone in this community. It's way overdue, these generators, but they're having a ribbon cutting today. Cruise ship arrivals today, Friday, January 17th. You got at Waiko, you got the Explorer from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You get a Maragilia, that's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and the Carnival Dream, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday is no ships. St. Croix, on Monday there's 2 ships, the Carnival Dream, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the Rhapsody of the Seas, that's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, you know what's interesting? We've been told that we have more passengers coming in, but we're in season, and it's interesting that some of the days have no ships, like on Monday. But I guess we're balancing out, because on a Wednesday you have 5-6 ships. St. Croix now has many arrivals, so that are adding up into the count. But on Monday, no ships. Of course, Friday, Saturday used to be the days with no ships, but we're seeing now Friday, Monday, Sunday. But we know our teams at Tourism, Port Authority, and Waiko, they're working hard. We've seen a lot of new ships come to our port. So for us as residents and hospitality professionals, we just got to do our part and make sure we smile, we greet our customers, and we give them a terrific VI welcome. That's what it's all about. So yesterday we spoke about the rip currents, that condition has been extended, okay? And the weather conditions, winds are going to be like a steady 8 miles per hour and gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Temperature this morning was at 78, 79. Around midday, it's going to touch 81 degrees. Around 5 p.m., it starts to go back down. Now, MSN Weather says that we're going to have scattered showers through the day. Apple says no. But Apple says tomorrow, Saturday, about 55% chance of showers. So, in the VI, we always got a little liquid sunshine. Walk with your umbrella. And in an event, you just pop it on out. And tonight have big things going on over at the Haven site dock, the GRS, the Friday night at Haven site. So make sure you go out. We're going to show you the events that's taking place. But not only that, just walk with your umbrella. My grandmother used to say, walk with your parasol. Okay, but the rip currents we want to tell you about is the warnings have been extended through Sunday, 6 a.m. Want you to please exercise caution. Now, as much as we talk about rip currents, you ask yourself, well, what is a rip current? Rip currents can sweep even the best swimmers away from the shore into deeper water where it becomes difficult to return to safety. A rip current are powerful channels of water flowing quickly away from shore, which occur most often at low spots or breaks in the sandbar in the vicinity of structures such as groins, jetties, and piers. You got to take advice of lifeguards, beach patrol. Look out for the flags. Sometimes you go in Megan's Bay and they have up a flag or a color. You got to read it and see what that's all about, or even at different beaches. If you become caught in a rip current, obvious, yell for help, remain calm, do not exhaust yourself, and stay afloat while waiting for help. If you have to swim out of a rip current, swim parallel to shore and back towards the beach when possible. Do not attempt to swim directly against a rip current as you will tire quickly. A high surf advisory means that the high surf will affect beaches in the advisory area, producing localized beach erosion and dangerous swimming conditions. So if you go on YouTube and you look up rip currents, you're going to see videos, good illustrations. So basically, the water, as we know, the waves come crashing into shore. But the waves have to go back out. The currents have to go back out. And in that current that is going back out, it creates a channel. That channel is the rip current. And if you get caught in it, you're going to get pulled out. But what it's saying is, don't fight or don't try to swim in under rip current. It's going to naturally take you out, and then it's going to leave you alone. It's going to die down. What you need to do is float, yell for help, get attention of a lifeguard, or, swim parallel to the beach. So it's interesting, of course, encourage you. We are surrounded by water, and all of these islands, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, Water Island, BVI. So you want to, not all of us are the strongest swimmers. Let's be honest. However, be aware. I'm going to show you a picture. This is out of King Garden Bay, Tortola. It's taken by my friend Shadow that do some excellent photography. And look at those currents. And if you know King Garden Bay is a calm beach. When Jesus walked on water, he must have walked on King Garden Bay. And look at those currents. This was from earlier in the week. Again, that's King Garden Bay. So imagine those waves coming into the shore. The water have to come back out. You got to go back out to the sea. And that's going to be the rip current channel. And if you get caught in there, it's going to pull you out. So you definitely want to pay attention. The best thing to do is use caution. If I see the water like that, I mean going in the water, because I ain't part of the swimming team, but use definite caution, exercise caution, and it's going to be on the seas on the northern side. It's looking a little better, a little calmer today from here looking out on my vantage point, but who knows when you get on there to the water. And of course, we advise those surfers who like to jump up, and when they see those currents, they grab the surfboard. Please use caution as well, because safety is all that we want and we encourage for you, okay? And that issue is issued by the National Weather Service out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. So listen, man, it's the weekend. Right now what time is it? It's 7:55 right here at AllAhWeTV Studios. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I know we all love Fridays, right? But for me, it's like another day. And listen, it's going to be a great event. great weekend, I'm sorry. And whatever you decide to do, make sure you do it safely. We're going to come back. We're going to run some commercials, come back and give you some news that's happening around, just mention to it, give you some video clips, and then we're going to just keep it going on this Friday morning. So again, you're watching AllAhWeTV. This is the Rise Up Morning Show, brand new and full of vibes. Stay tuned. We got so much more to do. All right? Stay tuned right here.
My name is Patricia Thomas, point guard out here at the Ivana Udorican High School. I encourage y'all to come out and watch us, the territorial and school league champions, challenge these other teams in this tournament this weekend, Friday through Sunday. It's going to be a good tournament with good competition. Teams from St. Croix, teams from St. Thomas, teams from BVI, including come out, watch our boys, the defending champions. The tournament going to be really nice.
My name is Christophe Bernard, one of the athletes at Ivana Udorican, plays on the team. I'm a shooting guard. I want you guys to come out and support, especially the D-Ray's family. As the defending champs of the Ivana Udorican, we come out here to take it and win it. Come out and support us, D-Ray strong!
And that's Friday through Sunday, the D-Rays, all the alumni, all the future students of Ivana Udorican, come out and watch us play. You know, we went a little short last tournament, but we're coming through. We've been working hard.
Lauren, you better wake up. I need a chance to take it non-stop. I can't stay in New York City. We're doing this band, jamming in my country. Down in Zanzibar we be jamming with this big band, and they would be jamming. Everyone happy partying, and I'm freezing in Brooklyn.
Virgin Islands, you've laughed, you've cheered, and you've survived the hilarity of episodes 1 and 2 of the Chatterbox VI Comedy Series Season 2. But hold on to your seat, because episode 3 is about to blow your mind. That's right, the one and only Lil Duval is bringing his unstoppable comedy fire to the stage. You've seen him in movie, you've heard him in hit track. Now he's live in the Virgin Islands.
I hate dating. Where all the single women at? Y'all ain't happy. Single, happy now, get home, be all on Twitter putting up lonely tweets. God gonna find the right man for me, sing.
And Lil Duval is not coming alone. He's bringing all his friends. Get your tickets right now before they're all gone. Visit chatterboxvi.com. Get your tickets on St. Croix from DPM&S, Strictly the Best, Starlight Promotion, and Armstrong Ice Cream on St. Thomas. And a Noosh 242 Gallery, Soul to Soul, Strictly the Best, Perfume World, Tropical Bliss Spa, and Big Wave.
We Grow Food Inc. 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agricultural and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025. Saturday, January 18th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, January 19th from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. This year's theme:
Revive Agriculture 2025. Farmer of the Year, Crowy Whaler Francis.
Locally grown fruits and vegetables, vegan food and local drinks, agricultural demonstrations, youth family activity center, arts and craft vendors, homegrown entertainment.
Keynote speaker, Kashawn Myers, Executive Director of Habesha Inc. out of Ghana, West Africa, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Admission, adults $5, youth $3. It's the 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agriculture and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025.
Sponsored by Southern SARE, the VI Department of Tourism, VIA, and AARP.
I contact, I stand that, moving always like a guy. I like that. I could tell
here's what's happening VI for the Friday night Haven Site Live presents live music, great food, great deals. Features Reggae Dynasty, Lourdes on the Switch, Dub Lab. Also on the property, you're going to have great music experiences by Top Notch. There at Smoking Rooster. Who else you have? You got DJ Nico at Top and Still. And for the grown and feeling to party, you have the Wen Band over at the Virgin Haven Restaurant. Now, what's next coming up? Chatterbox Season 2 continues tonight. St. Thomas, come and experience Mr. Funny Man, Lil Duval and Friends at Muse. Friday's Encore featuring DJ Reg. Admission is free. And then you got Zanzibar with the Sabotage Band, Danny Cat, Fingers, might have Junior on the bass, so you might have Relo on the bass. It's a great adult party and experience. Now, this is the event we're talking about all weekend. This is the MLK Junior Basketball Tournament. You want to come and you want to check it out. It's going to be a great vibes. They got the schools teams coming in from BVI, from St. Croix. Listen, this is going to be good rivalry. You know, you want to find out which public school going to take the trophy. There's only one way to find out. You got to come through and you got to check it out, okay? And most importantly, you want to support the students. So come and check that out.
I want you guys to come on and support, especially the D-Rays family. As the defending champs of the Ivana Eudora Ken, we come out here to take it and win it. Come out and support us, D-Rays strong!
And that's Friday through Sunday, the D-Rays, all the alumni, all the future students of Ivana Eudora Ken, come out and watch us play. You know, we went a little short last tournament, but we're coming through. We've been working hard.
Life is all about movement, my boy. Moving my ideas to the board with the fastest fiber. Staying connected on the road with reliable 5G and on the go with nationwide coverage. No matter how I move, Via creates a symphony of connectivity so I could bring down a cascade of sound. From the VI shores to the global stage, it's one VI to the wall with DJ Avalanche and Via.
The first step in securing your business or home is erecting a fence so the non-invited can keep out and the invited can be guided in. Now, a solid, beautiful exterior structure not only enhances the appearance, but also increases the value of your home or commercial property. Meet Bender and Associates. They are the experts in aluminum and stainless steel, including their manufacture and repair. Their work include gates, automatic and manual, stairs, security bars, wheelchair ramps. Hey, once you dream it and it involves steel, aluminum, or any metal structure, Bender and Associates can build or repair it. And for those who love the metals with beautiful designs, Bender and Associates can do that also. Time to get started by calling 340-244-0861. Oh yes, Bender and Associates service the entire Virgin Islands. Bender and Associates, beautifying your property while securing your peace of mind.
Man them, let's redefine getting ready. Today ain't just about stepping out, we stepping up. Starting with the essentials, the Levi Fisher bundle isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Hydrating and grooming that bed perfectly. Next, let's not forget the skin. With Naked Luxuries Fairline Men, we taking premium care that leaves your skin irresistible. Why? Because self-care ain't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So before you head out, remember looking good is more than just clothes. It's about bringing out your natural charm. You think your woman want to see you rough all the time? Don't forget, look good all the time. Take care of yourself.
We Grow Food Inc. 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agricultural and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025. Saturday, January 18th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, January 19th from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. This year's theme:
Revive Agriculture 2025. Farmer of the Year, Crowy Whaler Francis.
Locally grown fruits and vegetables, vegan food and local drinks, agricultural demonstrations, youth family activity center, arts and craft vendors, homegrown entertainment.
Keynote speaker, Kashawn Myers, Executive Director of Habesha Inc. out of Ghana, West Africa, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Admission, adults $5, youth $3. It's the 26th Annual Bordeaux Farmers Rastafari Agriculture and Cultural Vegan Food Fair 2025.
Sponsored by Southern Sayre, the VI Department of Tourism, VIA, and AARP.
All right, again, that's this weekend down in the Bordeaux, the We Grow Food farmers, the Rastafari farmers, the big agriculture, the Rastafari agriculture and cultural arts, cultural food fair. And that's going to be a great time. So you heard about the basketball tournament. As far as events, you know, Friday night, there's tonight, Havenside. You got Friday night at Havenside. You got vendors, you got music, you got shopping deals, a great time. Yesterday, though, in the former shipwreck location, stumbled into a new place. We're looking forward to present that place for you here on AllAhWeTV. And this is a restaurant, sports bar, and I want to say, I don't want to call it an arcade, but they have some pretty cool features in there. They have a simulated multiple video walls, and you could play golf, lacrosse, football, softball, all inside this venue, like 3 different bays. And then they have another set of games. And listen, they got TVs everywhere. So I'm hearing this weekend is big football games. That's a venue you may want to check out right there. You remember where Shipwreck used to be? Next door to where was Paradise Bar Bistro. This place is on the scene. They got bar bites, great drinks, but the engagements that they have is great for you to bring your children and have some fun, as well as you and a group of adults can go to a birthday party or just, a little afternoon lime, happy hour lime, Saturday, Sunday, you don't have nothing to do. You meet up with your friends and you do such. So and then, of course, Zanzibar has the regular Friday night party. We have Encore Restaurant, another new awesome place to check out. DJ Reg tonight. Admission is free. What else we have going on? And I told you about the weekend. So let's talk a little bit about the news that's happening around. It's 8:07 right now, and it's Friday. Yesterday, we presented teacher extraordinaire of Ivana Eudora Kent High School, recipient of prestigious presidential award in mathematics and science teaching, Mr. Andre Douglas. So we got an opportunity to interview him yesterday. Interviewing finished, edit. So Tuesday is going to be our next airing, but maybe tomorrow we might drop it right here on AllAhWeTV so you can hear from this gentleman, positive brother. He's the new wave of teachers, just passionate about education, passionate about math. Can you believe it? He is so passionate about math and making sure students love and enjoy math. We talked about him yesterday. We ain't going fully in depth with it today. Just letting you know that we have an interview coming with him, and he deserves every accolade, every big up. And big ups to him. We also had big up the Teachers of the Year, the 2025. But listen, this is what's going on. Senator Ray Fonseca is urging Governor Albert Bryant to declare a hospital state of emergency to address the mounting challenges at the territory's healthcare facilities. Senator Fonseca emphasized the urgent need for emergency funding to address current staffing shortages, equipment shortages, and the lack of basic supplies facing the hospitals. He stated that he has spoken with the governor and his colleagues in the 36th legislature about the healthcare crisis in the territory. So he's using the word crisis. Senator Fonseca urged the governor to immediately declare a state of emergency for the hospitals to accelerate the final design, procurement, and construction of the Governor Juan F. Louis Medical Center, the Roy Lester Snyder Hospital and the Regional Medical Center, and the Myra Keaton Clinic on St. John. The senator indicated it would take more than 10 years to complete these projects, which is unacceptable. The modular hospital at the Governor Juan Louis Hospital site on St. Croix is designed as a temporary solution and currently has only 14 emergency beds, down from the 18 the old hospital had, which represents a 22% reduction in emergency bed availability. The 1F Louis Modular Hospital units are nearing the end of their 7-year lifespan, and they are currently in their 6th year. This raises concern about the significant deterioration by 2028, with increased risk of mold, structural instability, and cracked floors. Given the sole place of hospital and construction, Senator Fonseca is questioning whether the new Governor 1F Louis Hospital can be completed within the next 3 years. The senator is frustrated with the long emergency room wait time, stating our residents have to wait long for adequate care and have a shortage of emergency beds. The community needs these new medical hospitals now. The new Governor 1F Louis Hospital and Medical Center, once completed, will have 18 emergency beds and 117 total patient beds compared to the previous facility. Senator Fonseca indicated plans to introduce legislation amid an increase in emergency room staffing, which will include emergency room physician, nurses, and patient care technician. His recommendation will include hiring additional staff for both facilities. So you know what's interesting? It's an eye-opener. It's an eye-opener when you read the press release, and why we included it, because it's something that warrants discussion. About 2 weeks ago, at the top of the year, there was a report that went out of a person who died, who passed away outside of the 1F Louis Hospital. But when you read the report, because it came out in the police report, the person was dropped off at 12:30. And the emergency room staff, not the staff, but he was called in to see service at around 6 o'clock. Now, I think from my memory, because I was trying to call to get more information on this story, around 4 something, the gentleman had checked himself out to just leave the hospital. And he was discovered somewhere around the vicinity. To the family and friends of that individual, condolences. But there's so much sides to a story. But if you're just listening to that story, it makes you raise a question as what's going on? Because if you reach 12:30 in the ambulance, you are high priority. If 6 o'clock now they call you in, that's 6 hours. I mean, and there's so much more sides. There's sides in which the emergency room beds are occupied. There are a lot of people that just go to the emergency room and they're taking up space. There are people and stories in which the emergency rooms and the hospital are used as a shelter for people who don't want to take care of the family, or when carnival come, they want to leave the family because they don't want to take care of them and they want lime. When I heard the story, I was shocked, but they said, Emmett, it is true. This is what occurs. But regardless of all of that, it's the current state of the facilities, and this senator is urging the governor to declare a state of emergency so we could address, because we only have 2 hospitals. I mean, the clinic in St. John too. So regardless of your condition, and even if you could fly out and you have the ways and means, you must start your process here at our hospitals. So that's something that next week we want to be talking with Senator Fonseca, maybe even maybe some of the board members of the hospital board or the CEOs. We know we have a new CEO that's going to be transitioning into the 1F Louis Hospital, familiar with the Virgin Islands and our structure here. But compliments to all the men and women, the staff that keep the place going. This is no way, no diss anything to yourselves. You provide excellent care every day, going above and beyond. However, if there are challenges which need addressing, we have to jump on it. But we have to bear in mind as a community, we have so many issues. There's going to come a point where we have to prioritize which ones we're going to focus on. The question is, what's happening with all these federal funds? If there's federal funds, why ain't being applied? But there's also the flip side of the coin in which the governor states, and common sense, there's only so many workers available. But in a pipeline, I guess we're going through the transition phase where before all this miraculous work starts to happen, we're just going through the growing pains of it. So hopefully this brings the much needed attention and maybe even expedite their services needed. We told you that today, celebrating a milestone, the Randolph Harley Power Plant Phase 2, the new generation of the Wartzillas ribbon cutting ceremony takes place. And what's that? The Virgin Island Water Authority is excited to announce that the ribbon cutting ceremony will be today at 10 a.m. Who's going to be there? Of course, the CEO and Executive Director Carl Knight, the Honorable Albert Bryan Jr., Governor of the Virgin Islands, the Honorable Adrian Todman, Secretary of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Honorable Senate President Milton Potter, and key community members. That's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Government House will be carrying that event live on their Facebook page. We're going to see if we can do some coverage down there, not yet knowing the layout of what to expect. But we've heard of these generators for quite some time. So all of us should be excited to see these generators coming online, and what does that do to sometimes the unexpected outages that we receive, sometimes the regular outages, and how does that bring an ease to the burden? The biggest question everybody to have is, when we have all these outages, how come the bill is still the same? But Another agency, we say thank you to the hardworking men and women, and it's going to be growing pains. Listen, about 2 weeks ago, you had a ribbon cutting for the solar farm and St. Croix. Now we had a ribbon cutting for these new generation units. So progress is being made. It's a bit slow, but progress is being made. And before we reach the end of the Golden Road, we have hard times, as how we've been experiencing. Now, this is the story that's shaking up the place. In the BVI, 12 BVI police officers are interdiction amid corruption allegations, some arrested and charged. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has reinforced its commitment to addressing corruption within its ranks. Acting Commissioner of Police Jacqueline Evantapool announced during a press conference held January 15. In response to recommendations from a recent Commission of Inquiry, the RVIPF has fully staffed its professional standard unit. The unit now comprises a chief inspector, an inspector, and sergeant, and 2 constables tasked with handling public complaints about police misconduct. That's similar to our complement or complaint structure we have here in the USVI. You know, you could compliment the officer, or you could complain an officer, and then IA, Internal Affairs, will investigate it. Well, they have a professional standards unit. So they have staffed the professional standard unit with personnel dedicated to addressing complaints of corruption made by the public against police officers. This is interesting. Acting Commissioner said, we ensure that the complaints are dealt with fairly and transparently. The public can rest assured that all corruption complaints are being addressed and will not tolerate any officer found to be corrupt remaining in this organization. The Acting Commissioner revealed that there are currently 12 officers and interdiction, a step taken following allegations of corruption within the force. Some have been arrested and charged and now before the court and awaiting the outcome of trial, she explained. Last week, Police Constable Orlando Baines was charged following an internal investigation into significant security breach. The breach, which occurred during a planned police operation in November 2024, involved the unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information. This jeopardized operation's success and raised serious concerns about law enforcement integrity. Following an investigation, Baines was arrested and charged with breach of trust by an officer. Commissioner Vantapool acknowledged past challenges with public confidence due to lack of communication about how complaints were handled. To address this, the RVIPF has implemented measures to keep the public informed about the status and outcome of complaints. And this is a combined story from JTV and 284 Media in Tortola. And let me tell you, whoa, that's all I'm going to say. Whoa, here's a picture of Constable Baines, because I believe when you're saying a story, you have to connect a face. That's a picture right there of the gentleman. But of course, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty. Hopefully that applies to the BVI as well. But in our court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty, and hopefully it's not such, okay? What next we have going on here in the Virgin Islands in relation to news? The UVI and BVI colleagues are entering a partnership agreement for a combined degree program. Today at UVI St. Croix, the University of the Virgin Islands School of Agriculture, and the H. Laverty Star Community College on Tortola will host a signing ceremony commemorating the launch of a partnership agreement between the colleges, establishing a combined degree program leading to a Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture Business, Agroecology, Animal Science, Aquaponics, and Horticulture. That's going to be taking place today, and they're going to have a number of dignitaries present. You know, when we talk about agriculture in the UVI in the Virgin Islands, it's kind of bittersweet. You know, Board Fair is this weekend. You're going to have the farmers down there. My uncle is a farmer. I grew up in a house, you know, raised me like a son. And, you know, everything we have is imported. And when you fly over St. Croix and we see the landscape, you know, it's like, can't we do more for ourselves? There's stories when you speak to Panchi and I sit down and we talk, and he talked about the beef industry that St. Croix had. And St. Croix had a beef comparable to how people go crazy over the Argentina beef. You know, if you were in any steakhouse, when I went to college in Miami, they always raved about the beef from Argentina. It was so good. So St. Croix steak used to be like that. St. Croix had also a good cotton product. So what's happening? You remember when they used to say St. Croix was the bread basket of the Caribbean? It has the land. So and you fly over, you see a lot of ponds and a lot of things. The snakes enjoying the ponds. So can't we get water? But the question is, does our people want to farm? You know? We promote a lot of careers which have on a suit and tie. But maybe we need to put some concentration and promote the careers in which you get your hand a little dirty. So, you know, I always refer to like a Midwest state. You know, when you see those cowboys or those country boys in a big 550 truck with big rims on it, or, you know, they have the spoils of the fruits of their labor. But we have to encourage that and support it. So hopefully this is a step into the right direction for that type of activity. All right, we're going back up here right now and letting you know that the VIPD hosted the Amber Alert Summit in St. Thomas. A reason why I want to tell you about that. The Virgin Islands Police Department hosted a summit for the Amber Alert Training and Technical Assistance Program, and this combined people from throughout the states. You had the National Director and team members here. That was January 14th to the 15th. Hosted at Vitima Emergency Operations Center in St. Thomas. The summit included training opportunities for response to high-risk victims, children in crisis, and commercial sexual exploitation of youth. Through this program, local and federal law enforcement agencies collaborated, improved skill, and developed effective policies and best practices to protect and safely recover endangered and abducted children. There were also discussions on ways to effectively improve the Amber Alert system through the integrated public alert and warning system. You know, any crime against a child is a no-no. Even itself a no-no is a hell no. That's the real truth of it. But what about the children and what abuse the system? Here's a picture of VIPD staff. See Glenn Drake on the left. In the middle, that's Sakita Freeman. This is a picture outside of Vitima while they hosted the conference. But back to what I was saying. What happened to the children? Because every week or other week, we're hearing runaway children. It's become such a norm that we don't even become sensitive to it anymore. So we become desensitized to it because it's happening so much. What happens in those situations when they just run away? Or is investigation taking place to say maybe there's harm at home or not good condition why this child is running away? But we used to hear child run away and everybody get up in arms and excited. Now we hear child run away and you know what the Caribbean think. You know what we think because we have a lot of chat. But we need to address that and to make sure that we look at the system and the ways how we could work better, but also when the system is being exploited. Now, the last news we're going to give you is good news coming out of St. Martin. And this is credit to St. Martin News. This young brother right here, congratulations to Jeremiah Jones. Mr. Jones is one out of 15 international prospects from the Americas to sign with a Major League Baseball club, the San Francisco Giants. So he is heading to the big leagues, and I know his family gotta be proud. His island is proud, and we as Caribbean people, we are proud. All of us together, because when one Caribbean go up, all of us go up. When one Caribbean have a problem, we all got a band together. That's right. So listen, man, it's the weekend. It's about 8:25 right now. We're gonna run our second round of ads, but we're gonna come right back because this is a quick hour that we're giving you. But just letting you know to be safe out there. It's the weekend. Party responsibly. Have a great time. But you definitely want to make sure that we do not you don't get no accidents. You don't drink and drive. Don't abuse anything because we can't done the liquor. It's just a fact of it. No matter how much you try, you cannot done the liquor. So we're just saying be safe and be responsible. We're going to give you some ads and we're going to come right back. This is Rise Up right here on AllAhWeTV. Thank you for watching us, all right?
Put your hands up high, represent your home. If you from the VI, oh you there, put your flags up high. VI to the bone, the party don't start until we reach. No, we don't bring no sun to the beach. All we need to hear is a beat. So we go so we go.
I am Eustace Grant Jr., also known as the Don Deal. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer on August 31st, 2017. That moment changed my life. The hardest part of the experience was the thought of not being here to see my children and grandchild grow. Luckily, my family and support team were real. They had food sales to show their support. My prayer warriors and doctors were phenomenal. Do I encourage men to get screened for prostate cancer? The answer is an absolute yes. If you are an African American male with a family history of prostate cancer, you should begin screening at age 40. If you are unsure about screening, talk to your doctor to decide if screening is right for you. Testing is easy. Early detection saves lives. I am a living testament, and that's a done deal. African American men are at an increased risk of getting and dying from prostate cancer more than any other race. Talk to your doctor to find out if prostate cancer screening is right for you. This message was brought to you by the Department of Health, Division of Chronic Disease and Prevention.
My name is Patricia Thomas, point guard out here at the Ivana Udarican High School. I encourage y'all to come out and watch us, the territorial and school league champions, challenge these other teams in this tournament this weekend, Friday through Sunday. It's going to be a good tournament with good competition. Teams from St. Croix, teams from St. Thomas, teams from BVI, including come out, watch our boys, the defending champions. The tournament is going to be really nice.
My name is Christophe Bernard, one of the student athletes at Ivana Udarican, plays on the team. I'm the shooting guard. I want you guys to come out and support, especially the D-Ray's family. As the defending champs of the Ivana Udarican, we come out here to take it and win it. Come out and support us, D-Ray strong!
And that's Friday through Sunday, the D-Rays, all the alumni, all the future students of Ivana Udarican, come out and watch us play. You know, we went a little short last tournament, but we're coming through, we've been working hard.
We've been together for some time now, soon to be married. I think we're ready for a family of our own.
I knew that when I proposed that she'd be ready for us to have a child, but knowing that I carry the sickle cell trait, I may have a few questions that I need answered first.
Sickle cell disease is an inherited red blood cell disorder in which the red blood cells are abnormal. As a result, there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body. Having sickle cell disease doesn't mean it's the end. Learn ways to manage your sickle cell disease. First, know your status by getting tested. Do you carry the sickle cell trait or genes? If you do, then follow the regimen advised by your clinical professional and practice a healthy lifestyle. You can live well as a sickle cell patient.
We were nervous at first, but now knowing our status, carrier and non-carrier,
now we can finally have a family of our own.
Sickle cell didn't stop us.
And it shouldn't stop you.
On the dance floor. All right, that's sickle cell awareness, prostate cancer awareness. Shout out to our advertisers, Sea Flight, Miss Naturalista, Via keeping us connected. It's the weekend. So listen, we getting out of here because what time is it? It's 8:30 on the dot. Just like you all got to run. Remember, today's the big ribbon cutting, 10 a.m. WAPA. They bring the Wadzillas on, so we got to head down there for 10 a.m. And the weekend, the basketball tournament, really pushing that so you could support our youths and show them the support. You might not be able to stay, but stay for one game, stay for 2 games. And the championship game is on Sunday. The Border Rastafari Fair. Listen, you want some good tofu, some good chunks, good ital, you've been searching for a tree, a fruit tree, some tea bush, some herbs, some vegetable, and some good produce and such, they got it down there at Bodo. Come on down, take a nice drive down. Public Works did a good job filling some of the potholes, but you know them potholes that just pop up. So drive with little caution if you don't know the road, okay? When you come down here, and put your car in low gear when you're going down a big hill. What else is taking place? You got Haven Site, we got Zanzibar, and I'm sure St. Croix has a lot of things that's going on. Before we get out of here, one thing I want to talk about, one thing I want to share with you, it's not now, but just so you can know about it. 10 Sleepless Nights. They are celebrating their 55th anniversary. Believe it or not. And they're going to be having a big quadrille dance, right? If you don't know how to do quadrille, still come, because this is going to be good. It's going to be real good. Look at it right here. And after this, it's going to be February 7th, the 55th anniversary celebration of TSK, 10 Sleepless Nights. Admission $10, a big quadrille dance at the St. George's Hall. I went to one of the quadrille dances a few years ago, and my son, that was a good time. It was a good time. So you want to just put that in your calendar, February 7th, down there. And listen, it's going to be massive. And one more thing, Reichel Center is, they're working on rebuilding. And in the process of rebuilding, they're hosting events. So you have sessions on the floor. That's January 31st, 7 p.m. The Awesome Jam Band, Lioness, Mike Love, and the Elijah Bratwick Project. Listen, you know the Reichel Center crowd. You ain't going to no fete where you're going to hear Jam Band and Lioness. But you want to hear some music and you want to get a good dancing. In that facility, the Eldridge Blake Sports and Fitness Center, if you were there for UB40, that was concert, beautiful. I mean, that just shows that venue is available and great to host them type of events. So that's Reichel Center. They're coming back, they're working, and for them to come into full swing, we got to support them. So support them, please, and support Reichel Center for the Arts. February in the Virgin Islands is all about one thing, AgriFest St. Croix. So the content taking us out of here today, we're going to roll you our content from last year of AgriFest. And you want to make sure you're there because St. Croix is going to be big, big, big action. We wishing everyone a safe and happy weekend. Enjoy yourself. We live in paradise, so you got to enjoy it, okay? The beaches, if you're going to the beach, be safe, please. If you see the high currents, mostly on the north side, don't go in the water. The south side beaches, usually they'll be good around this time of year. But please be safe. But enjoy paradise. Have a time with your family and your friends. The rest of the world is snowing, and we have this sunshine. So you have to go out and enjoy it. All right, we love you. Stay true to God. Stay true to yourself. And we out of here. This is a scene of AgriFest 2024. And get ready for 2025.
Oh, never mind, girl.
security, for defending the culture. We representing out here for the 52nd Agriculture Food Week. Yes, sir.